It's very overcast out. I don't know if you can tell. It's misty out. Kind of foggy a little bit, but not pollution fog. Rain fog. And it did not rain here last night. That's what I don't get. It wasn't raining. Maybe it's just a morning. I don't know. Does dew make a fog? I'm really not. I'm not a weatherman. I don't know how that all works. I did look up the weather though to find out that it's not supposed to rain today, which is awesome. I'm taking a little bit longer of a hike today to an appointment which shall only be known to me and a few close friends that I can trust. Like to wag on this place, as I was informed by several accountability people. Oh, yes, you were the town, Dee Dee. I'm glad you have something to talk about if that makes you happy. Whatever. Does me. I don't watch that stuff, so I don't know what you're saying about me and what you're not. As my foster mom taught me, it's none of my business what people say about me or think about me. What you think about me is none of my business, so I don't make it my business. Hope it was good stuff you were saying. If not, hope you feel good about yourself for saying it. I guess, because that's really the only lonely life that they. Sometimes people have such a lonely life that they have to talk about other people in a negative way to make themselves feel better. I think many of us were taught that as children. Good morning, sweet wheat. Oh, that's interesting. Your name came up green with a little red star next to it. Almost looks Christmassy. I'm going to run across the street before these cars run me over. Yikes. Okay, I made it. I made it. Ooh, the berries are starting to come out. Slowly but surely. Right now they're still red. They'll turn a deep purple color when they're ready to be picked. I've decided to walk to my appointment instead of drive today because I can. Because I have my trusty umbrella as needed, but the news said it was not, or the weather, I mean, said it was not supposed to rain. So, yay. Hopefully it doesn't, but I could get a good walk in today. I ate some nasty processed food yesterday. Processed vegan food, but nonetheless processed, and don't feel too good about it today. So, figured I'd walk and get all that stuff out of my system and put into the cells where the good stuff can go. That's what you do. If you eat wrong one day, just walk it off. Don't beat yourself up. You'll do better next time. You know better. It's not fun to feel cruddy. You'll learn. So today is going to be a lot of warm foods and some warm tea. I don't know. I think the reason I felt so icky yesterday with the vertigo was actually not the vertigo. I think I had a little bit of a cold or something coming on. I'm not sure, but I'm feeling better today. Not a lot better, but quite a bit better. Like, I'm not going to go running any marathons anytime soon, but I can at least walk a mile or so to my appointment. Oh, man. I know you guys like to see the scenery too, so I will flip the scenery thing around. Hello. I remember my mom used to say the only difference between a man and a boy is the size of his toys. Or between men and boys is the size of their toys. So when I see guys riding around on these big trucks, it's kind of funny because they look like little boys that grew up to play with real big toys instead of the little ones. Kind of cute. It's a good walk. I'm liking it. Pretty out, nice out today. And I can always take the shortcut on the way back. Oh, I'm thinking back to my friend from a long time ago who I haven't heard from or seen or anything in a long, long time. She used to say nighttime was for sleeping, and she used to call gossips, what did she call them? Biting tongues. Biting tongues. Oh, yes, they were in there with their biting tongues again. That's what she used to say. Because believe me, YouTube was not my first rodeo, okay? I'm used to people talking bad about me. It used to happen over on other forums, too. And not just me, other people, too. They talk bad about whoever is the topic of the day, you know. Why they do it, I don't know. It's crazy. So many happier, nicer, positive things to do with your time and your mouth and your brain. But people are going to do what they do, you know. Right as I said that, I get a pop-up, narcissistic and toxic relationships. Boy, if that wasn't apropos. My goodness. Okay, well, my chat room dwindled down because they probably can't hear me very well on this busy road. Sorry about that, guys. Definitely can't control the traffic. It's a nice quiet walk. Nobody following me, nobody around me. I like this. I just thought, well, I'll just put on YouTube and let people walk with me. Why not? It kind of works on other days, so why not today too? I will try just not to talk when somebody zooms by. That way you won't have to worry about not hearing what I say. Okay, there we go. You got a little bit of the scenery, now you get a little bit of the meanery. Me. Hi, Weetsy. Hello. Hello, hello. I made this handy contraption. Inside there is my wallet. I probably shouldn't say that on the air, huh? Oh well. I don't see anybody around me that's gonna mess with me, so I'm not too worried about it. And if they do, I'll just bop them on the head with my umbrella and run. I just did that so I could carry my essentials with me and not have to carry them in my hand. I got my little carry pouch. Oh, this is what I'm wearing today. My purple speckled pants and my pretty shirt with the butterflies and flowers. Ooh, see, here I am. Hello. Hello, hello, everybody. Dee Dee's walking. Dee Dee's getting her exercise in. And by the way, my leg no longer goes numb as quick as it did. And when it does go numb, not for as long as it was. So I'm super happy about that. I know people have a hard time when you say that you feel icky one minute and then you feel great a day or two later. They have a big fit about that. Well, was she really sick? Was she just making it up for views? No, I wasn't. You don't have to believe that. I know what's in my body and what I'm going through. I was definitely not making it up for views. I felt awful 2 days ago and party yesterday too, most of yesterday. But I woke up today feeling, I think I'll get a nice long walk in. Why not? When you finally get to the point of health, you may as well use it while you got it, right? So I woke up feeling fairly good today, other than the congestion from eating processed food yesterday that I shouldn't have with breadcrumbs on it. I have to stop thinking I can eat breaded stuff. I cannot. I mean, I can, like physically, I can put it in my mouth and eat it. But oh man, the next day, Ugh, just cruddy and yuck. So hopefully once this junk is out of my body, I'll feel better again. But I know I've been asked by a few people, quite a few people actually, how is your health? Like, what are your stats, if you will? This wonderful new eating thing you talk about, is it really healthy? Very healthy. My blood work was very good again. I had it done in the hospital. I had it done by my doctor before that. Both of them said they were not concerned at all about anything on the blood markers. Now, I was a bit concerned because I saw my monocytes, which are your part of your body that lets you know if there's an infection. Mine were kind of high, not like super high, but maybe 4 or 5 points above where they should be. Doctor was like, oh no, that's no problem. That just tells us that your body's fighting infection. We're not worried about that. I'm thinking, if my body's fighting an infection, shouldn't you kind of look into what the infection is? Apparently he didn't care, so what am I going to do? I'll let my doctor know about it. I'll tell her my monocytes were high, and we'll see what she wants to do. Maybe she won't want to do anything with it. Ooh, a receipt. Hold on a minute. I like random receipts. Oh, and that's July 31st. I can fetch that. You can fetch anybody's receipts as long as they're within 2 weeks. For those of you that don't know what fetching is, it just means you take your little app camera, take a picture of whatever you're fetching, whatever receipt, and it gives you points, and then eventually you can buy free stuff with it or whatever. I've been doing it for a long time. I don't know, I just like the app. It's pretty fun. It has little things like minions that make noises and stuff when you get to a certain level. And then it has a little wheel you spin to see if you can get some extra points. It's pretty fun. Good way to pass the time, I guess. Oh man, it's kind of muggy out today though. Once you start walking, it's a little humid. But I'm not super far from where I need to be, so that's a good thing. So what's going on with all of you 4 people? How's it going? Visitors, viewers, subscribers, lurkers, come one, come all. How is your life? What is going on? Can I pray with you about anything? Pray for you about anything? I am here for you. Until I get a job and can't be here for you. I need to get my health up to par completely, all the way around, before I can fully give myself to a job. So here's hoping I can get all that figured out and squared away soon. Hi, bus. You can hear me? Huh? Oh, I think you could hear me. I didn't know you couldn't hear me. I think that wasn't a question. I just know when cars are going by, it gets loud. It's a good little walk, that is for sure. This is definitely longer than I walk on my Walk and Talk Tuesdays. Maybe not longer than I used to walk when I was up at Amber's house, though. Oh, at college, probably about maybe the same amount. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you can hear me well. I think I'm going to cross the street, though, and get to the other side where I need to be. They're stopped. They're stopped. Can I go? Yes, I can. Thank you. All right. they have to stop, so I'm gonna go. All right. Oh, they weren't coming forward anyway. They were turning around. What was I worried about? That's the only problem. Walking around here, besides the people with all too loud motors or whatever, not many sidewalks to walk on. Whew. I forgot I get so sweaty walking too. Should have brought me a cloth or something like that. Ooh, my keys are falling down off my neck. Got my little leash, my key leash. I should start a new trend, you know. Put your keys on a leash. See? Instead of putting them in your pocket, where like me, you just like pull something out of your pocket and knock them on the ground and forget about them because you're busy chitter chatting. Then you just put it on a leash and you always have it with, because you're not going to lose a big long leash as easily. At least I don't. Whew, man. Muggy day out here. Probably should have worn shorts. But oh well, I'll take the shortcut home. I will cut through the parking lot, over the bridge, past all the plazas, and go home that way. So what's up, Wheezy and Sweet Wheat, lurkers, friends, enemies, whoever? What's new? What's going on? What's shaking? I hope someday YouTube makes it so that if you appear in a room, your name appears like automatically. I don't mean like just to chat, but that people can actually see who you are sitting there. Yeah, that there's no more of this, oh, I'll just sit and watch and my name won't show up. Although that prohibits me from watching rooms privately too, so I guess that wouldn't be a good idea. I don't know. I did find out that spying on people is biblical. That was kind of an interesting eye-opener. Got to keep an eye on what the enemy's doing so you know what you're going to be dealing with, you know. And we all have enemies. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, I just don't get along with them. They're not my enemy. If you don't get along with them, they are your enemy. That's the whole definition of the word. And that's okay to have enemies, because not everybody's going to like you. You just got to like you. The Creator needs to like you. And maybe one significant other would be good too. Maybe two. Like if you're married, yeah, you should have your spouse kind of like you. Or at least want to keep you around. And then you should have maybe one other friend. That's it. That's all you need, in my opinion. That's all I have, and that works fine for me. I mean, of course, I have my daughters and stuff. They don't always like me. They love me, but they don't always like me. I am almost where I need to be. Almost. It's a little bit longer to go. More sidewalk. I don't mind as long as there's a sidewalk to walk on. Yeah, I'm always thinking people must find my live streams very boring, but if you do, try to do one. Like, open up your room, get an account, put on your camera, and then try to find stuff to talk about. It's not as easy as you think. It's not easy for me at all sometimes, especially if I'm walking and trying to talk, because I have to come up with something to keep the length of time occupied with my noise. I'm gonna cross over now as soon as this person goes by. Be careful because there's people turning everywhere here. Okay. Well, this is interesting. So my map thing said it only took 20 minutes to get to this place, and it's already past 20 minutes. It lies. It lies, it lies. I'm going to actually be here early for my situation that I'm going to, so that's all right. I can talk with you guys a little longer, I guess, or play on my phone maybe. I thought that was a bird. That was a camera up on the spotlight. Or spotlight, street light, not spotlight. I'm not at the ballpark. There's no spotlights here. Oh, man. Ugh. I am so glad you're certainly blessed, Wheezy. That is awesome, girl. Very awesome. Wonderful to be blessed. Whew. Interesting how these people have their windshield wipers going and there's no rain. Oh, now I say that and the rain starts coming a little bit. That's because I'm over closer to the river than where I live. Probably will get a little bit of raindrops here. Okay, well, I'm just about here, so I'm going to head off. Thank you guys for walking with me. I appreciate you. Nobody's really saying a whole lot of anything as usual in the morning, so I just needed a little bit of company for a moment. And I have had that thanks to you. I appreciate you. And I will head off on my merry way to my appointment. You guys have a wonderful day and be blessed. I will zoom in on the cars to send me off here. Shalom.